What is up, everybody? Welcome to another brand new video. This is Searching for Hits with Eric, and I am Eric. And today we got something a little bit different. My cousin Joe and I have sent bulk PSA orders out a long time ago when they were still accepting orders. And my first of, if I remember correctly, 4 orders is back. And I figured I would do an opening on the channel and share these grades with you. Compared to orders of years past, scoring has been a little bit more stringent from what I've heard. Not many 10s, not many 9s. This is actually a more vintage set of football specific cards. So some really cool stuff in here. 18 cards total that I had submitted. All 18 were verified. As you can see, it's still sealed. I have not looked at the cards yet. I did start to look at the grades, so I know what is coming for the most part. But figured I would share it with you, show you the condition of the cards, and let me know what you think regarding the grades. Were they too harsh? Are the grades accurate? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And there's all those slabbed cards. Been waiting just about 11.5 months for this particular order. Let's flip this over the other way. Yeah, so everything is going to be 89 or older in this group of football. It was a quarterly special back in, I think, November or October of last year, where they were running $10 per card, believe it or not. So we compiled about 30 or 40 cards, sent them in, and this was my share. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the grades. And away we go. So first card up, I remember, was a Sanders rookie. It was an 89 traded. I thought it was a really, really clean card. I'll show you the corners. I mean, I felt like these corners were pretty sharp. Maybe that right corner had a tiny nick. They gave me a 7 on it, so kind of disappointed on that. Given that these cards were only $10 a grade, I'm not that devastated, but you know, this is worth maybe my grading money, $10 to $15 at a 7. But I love Barry Sanders. You know, that's his true Tops rookie. So that is where we will begin. Next card up, I will cover the grade up. This card I've had in my collection since I was a kid. I had it in a top loader. It is a Steve Young 86 Tops rookie. Again, I thought it was clean. The centering is pretty good. Maybe 60-40 left to right. Maybe 60-40 top to bottom. I don't know. But aside from a tiny nick in the corner over in the side over there, the card is clean. I was expecting a 7 or an 8, and I did get a 7. So not terrible. Even a 7, you know, this card will sell for 50, 75, maybe even $100 depending, but this was more for my PC. I love Steve Young. I've always wanted to have one of these graded. Would have been nicer at an 8, but we'll take the 7. These cards are going to continue to get older. Next one, or the next couple, let's see here. Yeah, let's take out all 3 of these. These are all 86 Tops. I thought these were all really clean cards. I'm not quite sure what I missed. This one came back a 7 too. There's the Mecklenburg. I'll show you the corners. You know, I thought it was clean. There's the bottom. Let me show you the back. I'll show you the back of the Young. Actually, no, I showed the back of the Young. So there's the top. And there's the bottom. And I know it's a little difficult to see, but, you know, no nicks, no scratches, but a 7. So, and it's a repeating pattern. 86 Tops. I guess they're stringent on the 86 Tops because it is a valuable set. But my binder here, also a 7, very similar, and a Bavaro. And that is Bavaro's rookie, giant tight end. Love Mark Bavaro. This is an upgrade. I had a 5, so now I have a 7. Again, I thought either of these could have been an 8, maybe even a 9, but those are the breaks. This one I was shocked at. This one I saw online. I'm going to cover this up. Let's cover the grade up. This is an 85 Tops Elway. Now, when I looked at this card, it seemed clean. There's the corners. Little rough on the right corner. I don't see any scratching or any denting. I'm trying to get the light to hit it all for you, but I don't see anything on the front. Here's the back. You know, not terrible. Colors slightly faded, but not too bad. Now, I don't know if I just gave it away, but this is what I got. I was shocked. A 2. I mean, for a 2, I would expect a crease right across the center, or the corners to be completely frayed or something, but this was one of them where I was just shocked. And seeing it again in person, also shocked. I mean, in the light, it looks like one of the corners right here has a real tiny mess. I can't even catch the light on it right there. But other than that, the card is not bad. I don't know how this is less than a 4 or 5, especially with the black border, but what do I know? Next card up is an LT, same year, 85. Cover up that grade for a minute. You know, at face value, I think it looks very similar to the Elway. There's the back. And let me just cover that up. I mean, you know, very similar in my opinion, except this one gets a 6. So I'm not quite sure why one is a 6 and one is a 2. They look very close. I mean, I guess the card is slightly faded. I don't know. But I mean, LT is one of my favorites all time. I wasn't expecting a very, very high grade on this because the corners are a little rough. 6 or 7 is what I was guessing when I sent it in, so I am okay with that. Again, these were all $10 submissions. Next up, Richard Dent, All-Pro Rookie. Again, I got a 6 on it. Thought it would grade out higher. I thought this was a really clean card, especially black border. Centering, I felt, was pretty good. Back centering is about 30-70, so a little off there, maybe lose a point on the back. But I kind of expected a 7, maybe an 8 on this. Let me know what you think, but, you know, I feel like these grades were very, very harsh, on the harsh end of extremes. Here's an 84 Tops Howie Long rookie card. I thought this was going to be a gem mint 10. Look at these corners. They're literally razor sharp. There's the top two. We'll show you the back. I mean, doesn't get much cleaner than that. Card 111 from 84 Tops. And it did get me an 8. So, not terrible. I felt it could have gone 10, but I would have expected a 9. An 8 is eh. Howie Long's not the most valuable card out there, but Hall of Famer, great player. And I did send in 2 of them. I thought they were identical. This one's a little bit off center, left to right, or left to right. This one pulled a 7. I think the centering was the big difference on the 2. They both had razor sharp corners, but the centering just a little bit better on that one. Again, I thought it might have had an outside shot at a 10, at least a 9, but that's what we ended up with. I also sent an 84 Tops Payton in. Walter Payton, Hall of Famer running back, one of the greatest of all time. This was a bit disappointing. I thought it was a pretty clean card. You could see the corners are razor sharp. Centering is not bad. Back, no marks, sharp corners, good centering, but they graded at a 5. I'm just gonna run the light across the surface. I mean, I don't see any dents. I don't know. Again, let me know what you think. Maybe my standards might be too low, but I mean, I don't know how this didn't pull at least a 7. You know, that's about as clean as the Howie Long, I feel. You know, but what are you gonna do? All right, next up. Next up is Mike Singletary, 1983 Tops Singletary rookie card. Hall of Famer, one of the greatest middle linebackers ever. And, you know, really crisp card, beautiful card. It was off center, top to bottom, or bottom to top. Left to right was decent, but that's way off, 20/40 top to bottom. Honestly, I didn't really care because the corners were so sharp that I wanted to take the shot and, you know, and encase this card because Singletary was awesome. I'm a Giants fan, but Singletary was awesome. And it actually came back a 7, which is fair. I was hoping for something in that 7 range, given the sharp corners and the condition of the card outside of the centering. So that's actually a pretty fair grade. Again, for $10 a card, I thought it was worth the shot. Let's see. Next up is an 82 in action Walter Payton. I thought this card, again, was clean. Looked a little faded, so I was kind of concerned on that part. Centering on the back is a little off. Just a little bit. On the front, again, just a little bit, but it did pull a 7. So 82 Tops Payton in action, PSA 7. Not too bad given the centering issues. They could have been generous and given an 8, but they obviously were not in a generous mood with these grades. Next up, got Archie Manning from 82. Archie Manning, father of Eli, and of course Payton. One's a Hall of Famer, one's a future Hall of Famer. Eli just had his number retired by the Giants. Archie, Hall of Fame quarterback, started off the Manning legacy. This was towards the end of his career. Nice, clean card, I thought. One rough corner, but it ended up pulling an excellent 6. Not too bad. You you know, it wasn't the cleanest card. Centering was really good. Color was pretty good, so figured I would send it in for the 10 bucks. I do like the Mannings, so wanted to get that card graded. Next up is a 79 Terry Bradshaw. Really cool card. Wanted to send this in. Didn't really have any other Bradshaws in this kind of condition, so I wanted to preserve it. It did have a little ink smudge there. I don't know if it was a printing issue, but the corners were crisp. This one was just a little bit worn. I don't know if it even shows there, but just a tiny bit. But other than that, really crisp card, pretty good centering, and they gave me a 6 on it. So I kind of get it. Centering is a bit off, not terrible. When I sent it in, I was kind of hoping for a 7, maybe pushing my luck for an 8 if they were in generous moods, but yeah, did not happen. I feel like these were all, or most of them, are on the lower end of what they could have given. Let me know in the comments what you think. Looks like we got about, I don't know, 3 or 4 more cards, and then we'll wrap this up. Love to hear your feedback, what you think about the grades. As you can see, we have 79 O.J. Simpson. Towards the latter part of the Juice's career. Really good looking card, corners wise. It is certainly off center, which is probably why I ended up with the 6. But cool card nonetheless. I was thinking about sending in the OJ rookie that I have. It's in bad shape. It'll end up being like a 2. It has literally a crease down the center, but kind of regretting it now that the prices have gone up so much. But you know, what are you gonna do? All right, next card up, and it does feel like I have 2 more after this one. We have a Gene Upshaw, 1978 Tops, Hall of Fame offensive lineman. Sent this in really because of the condition, and you know, it is a Hall of Famer. It is from the 70s, which is tough to come by, so I figured I would give it a shot. And they gave me a 5. I mean, I don't get that. There's no creases. The corners look okay. There's a tiny smudge mark from the printing, I think. This is one that kind of just baffles me. Not quite sure, but you let me know what you think in the comments. We got a Harold Carmichael, 74, early on in, or middle of Carmichael's career. Hall of Famer for the Eagles. You know, card was a little rough, but pretty good. The coloring is decent, little off center. I believe this was his 2nd year card, and it only got a 2. So I don't know. I thought it was a little better than a 2. It's not creased. It's not, you know, the corners are intact. The coloring is halfway decent. There's no markings on it. But, you know, it is what it is. And this is the final card. It is a 72 Archie Manning rookie card. Love this card. Super cool card. Got this for my PC anyway. It was not in the greatest of conditions, so you know, I know that the corners were rough on it, but it is a 72 Archie Manning rookie card, and I think this one was actually the fairest of all the grades. They gave me a 4 on it, which is not terrible. It's a tiny bit off center. It's certainly worn on the corners. But what baffles me is how can you give this a 5 versus this a 4? You know, And how is this a 2? You know, I just feel like the consistency was not quite there, and I don't quite understand a few of the grades that they gave me. You know, am I happy with this lot? I'm happy to finally get them back. And I do have some nice cards in here. A lot of them were from my PC. But, you know, when you send stuff out to PSA, that's what you risk. You risk not getting exactly what you want in terms of the grade. I do have 3 more orders coming. I am hoping that those go a lot better. Some of those cards are going to appear on my new website, which should be launching sometime in November. That'll be searchingforhits.com. Check it out. I'll keep you guys posted and let you know when it is being published. But until then, we will see you next time on Searching for Hits with Eric. Hope you have a great rest of your day.